this thing on? I think it's on. Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of JoJo's Jabber. This week we're going to be covering a bit of Okizeme. Look forward to that. Thanks to everyone who's tuning in again. Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm always quiet. I'm a quiet man. Can't really boost one. I'll try boosting it anyway. But we're just gonna hop right into the episode anyway. There's not too much to say at all. So here we go. Alright. I'm getting complaints about my mic, so while I try and fix it, you guys give us a bit of a rundown on what's going to be happening this week.
Useful, you know. It's kind of dumb knowing what something is, but not really utilizing it. So, and then an explanation of how Okizeme works in this game, because it's a bit weird. Then an explanation of Wake Up itself and unblockables. Oh wait, can you guys only hear us now?
Huh?
Wait, have we like been silent this entire time? Are you fucking kidding me? Now, oh my god. Simon, you're in the chat there. Are we like silent boys?
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you heard? What have you heard? Because this is a fucking catastrophe. Holy shit. Simon, please, what did you hear?
Oki in this game is ongo stupid.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. Let's just fucking start from the beginning, alright? So, hey gamers.
We got a couple topics.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about what Oki itself is, and why it's useful. An explanation of how it works in JoJo's, because it works a bit weird. Then about wake up, you know, when you're waking up. An explanation of how unblockables work, and escaping some of the unblockables you might face in this game. And some examples of some character-specific stuff like Iggy, Shadow, etc. How to deal with Okizeme. Some mind games and conditioning, and being creative, and some examples, like in general. I think that's the list.
Live gaming.
Yeah. So, Peon, are you busy?
KarnazZ, you forgot the most important part. Reddit is fat.
Oh yeah, really fat. Like, damn. Boom. It's just an explosion.
See those pics, man? Oh.
But yeah, Peon, are you done having a stroke?
I think you had a stroke.
Well, fucking 2-man podcast, dude. Oh, he's back, dude.
No, he's coughing. He's dying as we speak.
Sorry, I changed up my mic settings a little bit. So if the guys on stream could give me a...
Cannot hear Peon.
Yeah, well, I can.
Yeah, it's very annoying because the audio balancing between Discord and stream is very different.
Yeah.
Let me try one other thing. I suppose just get started on the definition of Oki. Try not to set sign.
Yeah, like I don't want to fucking drop kicking through my window, being like, "Oh wow, that's not Oki, that's Doki." So
What if it's bad?
yeah, Oki Okizeme, it's when you continue to pressure your opponent as they're waking up. So if I get like a knockdown and I continue to like put pressure on you, that's Okizeme, and it comes with a lot of variants, and usually involves a
Very
meaty
large
attack.
event.
Oh fuck! I said meaty. Simon, don't kill me, dude.
You fool.
Yeah. So, this isn't Okizeme. This is anal sex. What the fuck? But yeah, Oki in this game, it's pretty practical because when you finally get that knockdown, you kind of want to
You can just do whatever.
continue your pressure. So like if you just knock someone down and walk away, Chuck style, with the 5A, you're not gonna get much out of that. You're just gonna look like a doofus, So yeah, some Okizeme options. Also, it's also like a mix-up, which lets your opponent open up your opponent, again, and then you can repeat the process with some characters.
Bro, how many opponents you got?
What do you say?
How many opponents you got, man? Your opponent can open up your whack.
Yeah, I want to open up my opponent, like bam, an opening,
Prof Decus is who's on right now.
Well,
To read
there's
the bottom.
I'm the
Yes.
cool guy, also known as KarnazZ. I'm the epicist, and then
Alright,
there's
then we got Rhett.
he's
say hello.
gone. He's fat. He's stuck in the door frame.
And it is Guruslum.
And then we have Peon. I don't know if you know who this guy is. He's kind of an obscure person in this whole JoJo's podcast thing.
Just an old man.
I'm
Just an
very
old man.
obscure.
Yeah.
Oh, you're quiet as fuck.
Yeah, Peon is like a ghost of the past, dude.
Ghost of the past, huh?
I can barely hear. It's like,
Oh man.
Are you saying something, bro?
Peon, this is a fucking catastrophe. Come on, man. Your microphone's just destroyed.
It's fine last
I
week.
fucking red sat on it.
Yeah.
Dude, we can hear you now. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna have to try this anyway. I don't think it'll be great, but
Alrighty.
it's gonna lower the quality a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using the same setup as last week, but it just doesn't work because it doesn't like me.
Independent microphone.
Yeah, it's going to be a little lower quality and a bit more fluctuation.
Yeah.
But it'll be louder anyway. Yeah, it'll be louder, so at least you'll be able to get an idea of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Or else we could just be like, oh, Peon, what do you mean by blah blah blah? Like just word for word. I don't know. But yeah. An explanation of how it works is not where we
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what's unique about JoJo compared to other fighting.
Well, yeah, with all characters in JoJo, you have to like no one can really do a reversal. You
Yeah,
have to hit
medias are
meaty.
absolutely
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, as a good example would be Iggy's 2B because it has a lot of active frames. Like which means you can easily time it to when exactly your opponent wakes up. But like for the first few frames, you can only like block and not do like another move. So
Okay, sorry. I've been a little distracted setting up my microphone there. So just to recap, we've covered what Okizeme is, right? We've got across the idea of gaining advantage on your opponent from them being knocked down, right?
yeah, and why it's useful, like you can open up your opponent again.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's what you want. That's your end goal,
it's very much a free opportunity to do whatever you want. If you think about it, the start of frames on moves don't matter because
that depends on the wake up time.
Yeah, well, it does depend a bit on the wake up time, but usually there's enough of a wake up time that you can get whatever you want out. So the idea is that you use Okizeme to either, force your opponent to block, maybe set up some sort of unblockable scenario, get them to waste meter or others like such resources, or even you get to you get to set up your own stuff. Like let's say you're playing Mario, you always see her set up a electric line, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing Mario, or if you're playing Hall Horse, you'll get your glass started, or so on, so on. Yeah.
Some characters don't have as good Oki tools, but they can still make it.
Yeah, like Khan.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't have a great
He
high
has
game.
an overhead and a low. And,
Oki
you can work
puts
with
you. Yeah, Oki
It's just a
usually.
slippery guy.
Yeah, Oki usually puts you at such an advantage that even characters with like few and poor Oki options, they can still get something out of it.
Yeah.
Even if it's forcing a block, which will chip a little bit.
Yeah.
At the very worst.
Some notable things about JoJo Okizeme is that for the first few frames after waking up, your opponent will be grabbing vulnerable. Except some characters have more options open to them because their grabs will actually work as a meter. But it's a rare exception.
Yeah,
so generally you don't have to worry about getting grabbed unless it's delayed.
Usually in a general sense in JoJo's, everyone can go for an overhead, like a high, or a low, or a grab, right? And then from there, it opens up into character-specific options. Well, naturally, there's some characters that don't want to grab and wake up, like let's say Hall Horse or Dio, who have punishable grabs. Or you have characters that have lacking like overheads that can't get anything off it.
Like a Lessie.
Yeah. But if you looked at it very generally, you're looking at a high, a low, a grab. Because grabs are so powerful in this game, even more so than other fighting games.
Yeah, like even if you know it's coming, the 2-frame tech window is still very hard to land.
I mean, I wouldn't say grabs in this game are especially powerful, considering a lot of them you can't combo off. But it's still scary as a finisher.
Yeah, like something like Shadow Dio, Iggy, or Rubber. They have like pretty good grabs. So like maybe Rubber doesn't get like as many options as Iggy and Shadow Dio. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But, like it's still a good grab.
It's a very good grab.
Yeah.
You can combo Iggy in the corner.
Well, yeah. I think like Iggy and Shadow Dio, aren't we gonna be talking about those with like character specific stuff because it's
Yeah, when you think Oki and JoJo's and not just unblockable Oki, you're probably thinking of Iggy and Shadow Dio and maybe a bit of Rubber as well, but mostly Iggy and Shadow Dio. Let's say they can really push the Oki system to their advantage, which goes without saying, really. But maybe we should mention a little bit about unblockables. So, unblockables in this game, they're a little strange, right? Because there's a system in JoJo's like a left-right unblockable protection for like tandem stuff.
Yeah.
But there isn't one for up-down protection. So you can still unblock. It's like they did half a job when they're putting in unblockable protection. So some characters,
maybe they just thought Ice 214 didn't exist. They were like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, they thought Pet Shop's icicles didn't exist either.
They thought they hit mid.
Yeah,
It's still really technical to handle.
Yeah, it's just it was a pretty big oversight on the JoJo's dev team side.
What is an oversight?
Oh, I hope it's an oversight because in some ways it makes certain matchups pretty annoying.
Very interactive.
Very interactive. That's
as the cool kids would say.
As the cool kids would say.
Some matchups you just get Oki loops unblockable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun. So your classic examples of unblockables is the famous Ice 214 and 2A.
Or a tandem unblockable setup tandem.
Yeah, with a tandem with like a 2A and an overhead at the same time.
Stand
Yeah,
goes low, you jump in.
You're eating a guard cancel if you get that wrong though.
Yeah, that
Sure.
tandem setup, it's a little.
Doesn't do it.
It's not a very it's not a technique used very often because it requires lots of labbing to figure out the exact string that you'd need to do to set up a proper unblockable on every character.
It depends a lot from character to
Yeah,
character.
exactly. Based on wake up times, and you also need to be able to reliably get the meter. But if you ever watch Beanock,
Yeah.
you'll see him taking advantage of that a lot. Or I don't know if he still does actually, but it's a very powerful tool. That's sort of unblockable because it's available to pretty much all active stand users, I'd say. I'm sure they've all got at least a low. And
Yeah.
you can get a lot of damage off it.
Even though there's a lot of unblockables, though, like, not all of them are always guaranteed or easy to do. Like ice.
Yeah,
It's like you have a 2-frame window, right, to get it perfectly unblocked.
yeah, it's honestly, it's even though unblockables are so powerful, usually you can get out of them because it's so hard for your opponent to time them. So like if you take
Especially in lag.
yeah, especially in lag as well, once you factor in the 5K
Once you play
connection.
with South Americans,
Yeah.
the unblockables will be less powerful.
Yeah, Beanock says he doesn't use them much, but and there are some matchups it works better in.
Yeah.
It's a better Oki option. Yeah, so some unblockables are they're definitely more escapable than you might think. So let's
Iggy.
Iggy's actually pretty simple to escape. I'm gonna curse every single Iggy main. But it's just holding up. You don't have to block anything. Just eat the JC and jump out.
hey
Same
guys.
goes for Boingo Oki, where if he tries to combo into the truck, if you just, like if I do glass truck, it only works if you block it, or if I do force E truck. If you get hit, the command grab will actually win.
Hey guys,
But-
what do you think about Grab Oki?
I wonder who's that. Who's gonna be the
Well-
one to answer that question?
Yeah,
That's
an enigma.
Very good.
yeah. You see, if your character has a grab that is an ass, you can use Grab Oki, right? If you have a character that can follow up on Oki after a grab Oki, you're gonna want to grab Oki. So if you're playing Shadow Deal, you grab them, you throw them, they bounce off the wall, they're on the ground again. That's another Oki scenario for you. So it varies from character to character. It's always, well, almost always a decent mix-up option. But some characters really like grabs more than others. I don't think the Hall Horse grab Oki is, well, if it's going to kill, you may as well do it, but otherwise, it's a little risky, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
They can always be just playing rubber.
Damn.
I wonder if Hull actually does have a good setup. Like rubber does have a fast wake up, but could he do like glass and try to get him to roll for a free grab? I wonder.
Oh, Peon's gone.
Well, I guess it's just like mind games, really. It's not like a definite thing.
Honestly, I don't see why Peon didn't bring AcuteAngle like on. Because like Kakyo and Oki, I know we just talked at like
I mean, they're killing everything. He just has infinite options.
yeah, he has a lot of options. It drives me insane. It's just he knocks you down and then it's kind of nasty though, you know. It's kind of nasty.
Kind of like Starfinger, except it TODs easy.
Yeah. It's like Starfinger into 17 reps.
Net.
Well, that depends on if you're playing against Acute or not.
Oh, that's a good question from
whatever.
Acute there. How many
Also, with the whole
variations
faking out
of
thing, we're gonna get into like conditioning and
Oh, yeah, mind
mind
games
with
is
it.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah, how many
For now,
variations
it's like
of
actual Loki setup.
Kakoki are there?
'Cause there's a lot of more absolute seeming ones in JoJo's.
So when you're looking at Kakoki, right? As a cute ass there. There's the legendary 4-way net mix-up. I'm sure you guys have heard of. It's where you hit them with the net, then they're stuck in blocks, like in block. Then you can go for a low, go for an instant overhead, go for a grab, or go for a demon. It's really messed up.
It's into men. That's just what I'm gonna say.
And then if you don't want to go for that, I think you might be able to set another net beside them and go from there. But I'm not entirely sure. It's just that net is such a powerful option that it enables a lot of stuff for Majongles sniffing eggs and
2-second
cheese.
blocks done.
Sniff, oh yes, my dear, sniff, quite pungent indeed. Is that, dare I say, sniff eggs? I smell sniff, sniff. Yes, quite so, darling. Sniff, quite pungent eggs. Yes, so much. Sniff, yes, and also a sniff of cheese. Quite wet, my dear. Sniff, but of yes, this will do nicely. Sniff, please, my dear. Another, if you please. Nice. Is this like an excerpt from Scat? Or
No, it's probably just like from the Iggy page.
Yeah, he's doing.
Maybe we could use that as a totally not forced segue into character specific.
Yeah, he's doing Iggy Oki.
Yeah, like it's just like.
I mean, ice is kind of hard to escape because if you block it, it's still like ridiculously hard to block and a 50-50 mix-up.
Yeah.
But most players, they don't really think about mixing it up because they just want to go for the unblockable anyway. So they won't like change their timing on purpose.
Yeah. Like I remember like the first time I got into that situation, it's just scary, you know? It's like one little mess up and yeah, dead because it's ice.
It's pretty quick, ain't it? It works on everyone but rubber, right? And pitch up.
Not sure.
I think
I'm
I talked to
not an
Danny
ice
about it.
expert. Not an ice expert, not gonna lie.
Well,
I literally
a
only
lot
know
of
about
it
Iggy.
depends
the
on
only
the
reason I'm
character.
on.
Am I...
The only reason I'm on here is because I play Iggy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason. I get to mind games and shit. Talk about all your options and stuff.
Yeah. So
But for now, it's my turn because fucking character specific Oki. That's like all of Boingo. He's so fucking weird. And S-Bullet lets you do all this shit that is just whack. And their her boxes really make a difference.
Yeah.
From what I've tested, I think it's I'm pretty sure, not exact, but I think it's around middler and slower wake up, which is 37 frames. You can do a basic glass and 2A, maybe a 4C on late slower wake ups. And you can just like combo into bullet, maybe on some characters. Again, it depends. You can do 5S into a combo, maybe into another knock. Or just like a super.
Yeah.
Against a lot of the faster characters, though, you really just want to do like one S bullet pattern, try to get it meat. But since the bullet is so small, it can be really hard to pull that off.
Yeah. Like Boingo Oki just generally like when I look at it, it really just looks like hey please, I'm whole horse too, haha, I have Oki too, haha. You know, like scrambling to get like something.
Man, fuck you.
I'm sorry, man. That's just how it looks, man. It's not just this is unblockable, haha. It's like please block.
I think it's kind of better in the situation. So I was talking about how if you get hit, you can't combo into truck, but Boingo has a lot of options versus some characters where he can just combo into his other supers instead of truck. And 4C, it's like basically impossible to react to whether they're blocking or getting hit or not. But in the situation of glass, all possibilities open up. Versus Joseph, you can try to combo into pipes for the instant knockdown.
It's not actually any pipe Oki, you know, like if you hit just like a raw pipe super.
Well, yeah, then you get a ton of time to do Oki. Yeah, another thing that makes Boingo Oki so specific is that he has a lot of different launches that are untouched. Like his truck, it'll launch differently on every character because their hurt box is fucking weird. Versus Iggy, it hits like twice, but it launches him super high. But versus every character, not only does the damage scale terribly, but the launch also scales. So if you do a combo like Glass or Espila into the command grab, they will not get launched as high, and you'll have less time. And it's... Yeah, there's no way you're going to memorize stuff for every situation, every pipe stand crash, anti-air pipe, grounded pipe. It's fucking... Oh, it's just wild, man.
Boingo's just bad, let's just put it like that.
He's just big brain, alright? Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, but in this game, with like unblockables, it just kind of, you know, rewards like, oh, you knew the timing for, you know, unescapable stuff. Meanwhile, you know.
Yeah, and that's not even like factoring in just wake up times.
Yeah. But yeah, also, but with character specific stuff, I don't know much like with the differences in what Shadow Dio can do.
Yeah.
You can do the world on Joseph, can
Oh, but it's a little dicey to if you get a stand crash knockdown, it's pretty much guaranteed, or it is guaranteed, I believe. But otherwise, it's a little dicey to try. Definitely more viable than other members of the cast going for the world Oki. Yeah. You know, usually when you're playing Shadow Dio, there's a few staples you aim for: grabs, tick grabs, 50/50s, masking your sort of special moves with your slide, cross ups, empty hops. You can even do some strange stuff with his supers and book as well, if you especially condition your opponent. Conditioning is a big part of Shadow Dio because it allows you to fully take advantage of your meaties and your moves that will punish your opponent for pressing buttons. So of course you can get them to press buttons even if they're trying to tech grab. So for example, if you throw an opponent against the wall 3 times, on time number 4 they're going to try and tech, but what you know, they're going to try and do a tech grab. So if you do book, for example, their 5C is going to hit you, which activates your book, which leads into a free loop. All sorts of stuff.
What
like
if they accidentally throw you? Like you just bring out the book and you just get yeet.
well, they'd have to. Yeah, they'd have to not know their own wake up time for that to happen. But yeah.
No.
Well, that does happen, you know. Like not many people are good at this game, and that's
true.
Fact, you know?
Against new players, they do catch you off guard sometimes with silly stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alessi is kind of a boring Okizeme because he doesn't have a ton to set up with the time he's given, but the character-specific stuff really comes down to the hurt boxes of his opponent, not really the wake-up speed, since he's just a fast guy in general. But actually, this goes for cross-ups as a whole, not just Alessi, but JoJo's is kind of special for cross-ups, Oki, because not only are there a ton of different ways to jump, because you can like hyper hop and shit, but just the fact that jumps depend on how long you hold up. It really makes some cross-ups nasty, but the game does not have a ton of cross-ups. Maybe like you can count them on your hands, man.
Yeah, usually from Alessi's, I'd see them either go for like chipping out with their gun, or going for a cross up on the fat characters.
Yeah,
Stand on.
it works good on skinny characters too.
Oh, does it? Okay. Okay.
Like Whole Horse, definitely.
Pretty much
But-
all of the top tiers are skinny. That's pretty
Yeah.
annoying as well.
Jotaro and Dio, I think they're alright to cross up and stand off, but when they turn their stand, they just become this inscalable mountain.
Yeah.
Unless he JA, like it is a good cross up, but it doesn't go behind him by a ton. So trying to hyper hop is kind of a weaker option because you'd have to press the button if you cross them up like later rather than soon. But some jump arcs and some hurtbox is the way you have to jump over them. It will only connect if you press it early to the point where you can't combo off it.
Yes, and also some of Abdul's normals are crazy and go for cross-ups, as Case says. Like, there's a lot of, like, Alessi's, it's his jump C, right? That he goes for cross-up with.
No, this is jump A.
Oh, jump A, excuse me. It's one of those moves that's really consistent with going for cross-ups, but there's definitely other moves that you can try and cross-up with. Like, Jotaro jump C, I see that cross-up sometimes anyway. Abdul, areas. I've even crossed up with KarnazZ jump C before, if you can believe it.
It's more of a gimmick and something you want to pull off in neutral, but
Yeah, exactly.
unless he can dash jump SJV or SJC, so it's like the grounded jump move,
Yo, Peon?
and then
I'm just
land
gonna
right
ask.
behind them and try to cross them up there.
Yo, Peon, I'm just gonna ask, since like something can like be reminiscent of Okizeme, and like an opponent like texts like directly upwards and you get to like cross under and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we could like very very quickly like skim over that because it's just such a small thing and it leans very close to Okizeme.
Okay, well, say what you want to say about it then.
Well, the fact that is that a lot of people like just go for like a neutral tech, they just like go straight up.
Yeah.
And, like for characters with faster walk speed, read that as Iggy or like that's Iggy. You can get a lot of like meaty like right when they hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And to lead this back into Okizeme again, Iggy can actually walk through both Josephs as they're waking up. So you can do like an unreactable 50-50 where it's like, oh, well, I hit my 2B from this side or this side. So like the Josephs like are always screwed in those like Oki situations.
Well, they're screwed in a lot of situations. And they're also, super slow with their wake up.
Yeah.
So,
on top of Iggy's fucking animation where they're like fall and like, oh no. Iggy has like a crumple animation against some characters, which makes them practically stand like you'd do if you just got like farted so hard you'd fall over.
Yeah.
So like Jotaro, Kakyoin, and the Josephs, just a few examples, get kind of screwed by that, which lets him get unblockable.
Yeah.
I think it's worth noting that while Alessi's Okizeme is not especially oppressive, part of the strength of an Okizeme, how good the character is at getting knocked down. Like Whole Horse, for example, he can't combo into a knockdown, even though his Oki is really good. So it's kind of avoidable, and that's merely his main weakness. But Alessi has a super good sweep that you can punish a lot of things with, and just land in neutral.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't have like unblockable, it does make his Oki scary just in the frequency of his presence.
Yeah, Case there actually asked an interesting question. Is Oki just when they're waking up, or is there an air Oki? So to clarify further, like Oki is short for Okizeme, which is a Japanese word which means it's something like
waking up.
Waking up. So, yeah. So Oki is literally just when they're waking up.
I just mentioned the tech thing just because it wouldn't really fit in like anywhere else in any other episode.
So
I feel like the air tech game is a big part of JoJo's.
So when you say is there air Oki, you call that sort of tech chasing, yeah. We touched a little bit on that last week, but the idea of that is if you can read where your opponent is going to air tech, you can chase them down and get another attack in on them. So there's some characters that are much better at juggling than others. So Shadow Dio, he's very good at juggling. So it's very easy to use him as an example. So let's say you catch your opponent in the air with jump B. If you think they're going to tech up or back, you might go for 4S, right, which is the one he sends his stand going upwards. If you think they're just going to go back or tech down, you might go for just a standard S to go forward. Now it does depend on angles and stuff like that, but that's the general idea. It is, you can see how it's sort of a similar idea to Oki, where you're pushing your advantage when you put them in a disadvantageous position, but it's much smaller and you can't get as much out of it. Some characters can get more than others, but you know, you get what you can.
Yeah.
Some characters get more opportunity to, if you get more Oki, you can, you know, condition them better because you have more chances to.
Yeah, that's the same as well. Yeah. How about Black Pawner? How good do you
so
think
call
he
Pablo
is?
Torres. What Oki?
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't really have much.
the legendary 214A Oki.
I mean, as long as you got attacks, you got options.
Like,
the legendary Super Oki, dude. That's
if you-
that's almost as legendary as the Raging Demon Iggy Oki.
like
I mean-
it would work if you condition them to tech grab, right? As I was saying earlier, you can punish them trying to tech grab with a super.
Of
But
course.
yeah, he hasn't got much Oki. I
I
think
mean, I feel like you don't need a lot of mix-ups to be able to do it, because there's always just jab, tick, grab.
yeah, like you can always go low, go high, go grab, go tick grab. That applies especially to a Black Pawner.
Yeah.
You
Like,
gotta get resourceful.
The less options you have, in my opinion, the more creative you have to, get with them.
Can
they can
Oki,
say-
can Oki.
Yeah, you can say like, Shadow Dio has all these options, but those are just like, you won't really experiment much with those options by themselves. You just have like
I
a
feel like
lot to
that's
work
up to
with.
the player.
Yeah, but there's not much reason to it. Meanwhile, if you're playing like Khan and you get a knockdown, like you have JC, grab, or 2A. You have nothing
Yeah.
else.
JS crossover.
Oh my god, yeah, the legendary JS cross up that you could probably crouch
Which
under
side
with a lot
will
of
you
guys.
land on? You never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like with that there, you'd have to get like a lot more creative, like maybe like whiffing an overhead into a low or something. Like you'd have to like really squeeze a lot out of Khan, to get good Oki with him. Meanwhile, like Shadow Dio or Iggy, they have a lot of options where they could just like default to saying, okay, let me 6B, let me 2B.
Yeah, you don't
Let
need to
A
be
lot of
as
Shadow
creative.
Dios. I feel like every player has their own take on Oki. I feel like Shadow Dio is pretty versatile.
Yeah, when you have more Oki options, you can sort of express yourself more through your Oki. But when you have
has-
less, you need to be more creative with your Oki options.
Yeah,
It's a way of
that's
looking
what I
at
mean.
it.
Shadow Dio is fast and
He's also
really
fast.
safe, and he has a deceiving hitbox on his JS.
Yeah,
But like he doesn't have like unblockables, and just because of that, he can get predictable, and you have to mix up your strategy.
definitely. Kirks asks, "How are you guys?"
I'm pretty swag. I'm on JoJo's Jabber, the most prestigious Heritage for the Future podcast ever created. So I'm pretty good.
Sure, I'm alright.
Red isn't here, but I can confirm that he's still stuck in the door frame because he's fat.
He's so fat.
Incredibly.
I'm just
fat.
having a lot of fun with it.
When your boy says he's going to be there and he isn't there.
How long has it been? About an hour?
Yeah, he
He
said
got forced to go to a party.
yeah, apparently he was forced to go to a party.
Forced
Oh,
to
man.
get crunk.
Is it
Acute wants to
recommended
get
moving
in.
away from relying on wake-up animations for timing Oki? Some animations such as ice and rubber throw me.
Okay, guys, do you think we should let Acute in?
Yeah,
Definitely.
If he wants to
definitely.
give us
He's
a bit
a
of
lot
the.
skinnier. Have you seen Kakyoin's legs?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he could probably fit through the
He
door
can slip
frame.
He
under
can
red.
fit through the door frame. He can slip through the Kakyoin jail after Pet Shop
Okay.
rises up, you know.
Okay. I'll
But
go
for
ahead and
Tenchu's
slip
question,
him in.
Yeah.
in my opinion, I feel like whatever helps you get the feel for it. As long as you get the feel for it, it works.
Like I did it. I just trial and error. I just got my I just forced myself to experiment. Like if I miss it once, for example, if I'm playing against a new player or Fruits, because he always tries to do the fucking wake up super. But then let's say I go for 6P and I whiff it, and I'm gonna be like, if it just whiffs entirely, I can just see, oh yeah, maybe like a tiny bit later. And if they just super through it, I can obviously say, hey, I did it a bit late. So for some characters like Rubber, where I have the most trouble with, because exactly because of that animation, you just gotta man up, just get used to it. It's kind of smelly to say, oh, just get used to it, lol. But it's like with combos, you just have to say, yeah, practice it.
I mean, in Bill's Rubber Soul guide, he even mentioned it's hard to do Oki on ice, just because you can get reversal easily or like poked out. Because not every character has very meaty attack, a lot of active frames.
Yeah, like for like Iggy and Ice, it's like I hate it so much because Iggy can literally get no Oki. He can just hold up back and he escapes the 2B.
Like,
And if
I
Iggy
feel I
it's
don't
like,
hear people talking about Abdul, but I do not fuck with Abdul on Oki.
Hey, look, it's
John
red.
has supered me every time.
dude, no,
Red,
it's skinny
you
red.
made
It's
it.
skinny red.
Hey man, hey guys, it's me, Red T.
Wait, I have a no,
He
it's Reddit.
switched character as well.
It's me.
Wait, can I
How much fun
I
did you
have a
have with it?
question?
Yeah.
I have a question from the chat. How the fuck do I just GC out of the sand dildo Iggy attack? Well, you just GC, lol. You just do it. Just GC, lol.
Man,
I mean, I've done it before.
depending on how he times it, it can be a one frame guard cancel.
Yeah,
Like,
it fucking sucks.
It's pretty tough. At that point, you just call it. You say, "I'm getting hit by this," but more
Yeah,
often
so good
by
luck
not.
if you'll get killed by a JC, then just accept your fate. Just say,
I feel
okay,
like
that was that
guard
round.
canceling
Let's play some
is
more.
something we should talk about, though. It is a pretty strong tool against a lot of Okizeme. Like, Jotaro, he's like really safe after Starfinger, and it is a 50-50, but it's not really hard to guard since it's multiple hits.
It's just nobody got cancels at all.
It helps me out a lot. Same thing goes for CAC, except not as easy.
I think we should mention, like if your opponent guard cancels, like if you have the read that they're gonna that they know that you're gonna 2B. For example, as Iggy, I name a lot of Iggy examples. Very surprising, I know. But like if you both know this one move's coming. Like once I did against a mysterious person who guard cancels a lot. But I hit him with the 6B on his wake up, and he blocked it, and he guard canceled it, and I'm saying, damn, nice job, right? But I just tandemed.
Now do it again.
And the guard cancel, it's just, just died. Just fell over, and I got the full combo.
You gotta know your options first.
The funny thing is, it was an accident. I usually do 6B into tandem, and he just happened to guard cancel. So.
Oh.
So I can't say I'm the smart guy in that situation. He was probably the smarter guy, but who cares?
Did we answer that question on Abdul, Loki?
Oh no, actually we didn't. We're smart.
Okay, well, some Abdul players probably gonna get mad at me, right? But
Simon.
Hey Simon.
Hey Simon.
It's drop kicking through the window again. It fixes the window and drop kicks through it again.
But against characters with slow wake ups, like slow wake ups, you can set up a flame sensor for 50-50. Otherwise, you can do meaties. All of his moves are pretty great. You can go for a grab. His grab is decent. And I know there's some very strange thing with his stand attack is 236S. I'm pretty sure you can cross that up somehow, just because of how
Is
far
it?
out it puts it.
Isn't his remote mode activation unblockable?
Yeah, it's.
If you get it really close, the second hit.
Oh,
or
you know what
something?
else?
Or no, there's
you
a
can-
first hit that doesn't always.
Yeah, you
But
can
it's
probably use Ankh Super as well for 50/50s,
Just
Oh,
ghost
you
them.
are right.
or you can just ghost them.
It does survive.
Yeah,
Ghost on Oki.
beats all mashing. Ghost Oki.
yeah. I won't say much else because if Simon comes in here, he'll have my head. Is it recommended moving away from relying on wake up animations for?
Oh,
timing
we already
Oki?
answered that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we talked about how you just gotta practice it. You know, like rubber and ice have such
Yeah,
weird
it's like-
animations.
Actually, a surprising amount of characters you can follow the wake up animations. Like Jotaro and Dio are very well behaved, but characters like Ice and Rubber can actually start moving before they, fully stand up. So it's just
You
something
gotta
you
love-
have to learn. Yeah,
The animation was a bit of an afterthought.
yeah, it was. I don't know what Capcom was thinking.
They thought it was like Street Fighter 1.
What were they
No
thinking?
Oki.
Street Fighter
Immediate
1.
nuke.
Go back to the classic.
Go back to Karate Champ. Go back to Karate Champ.
No.
Oh,
I need
actually,
my-
ER Kung Fu a little bit.
actually, acute, right? You mentioned the Kakyoin Oki. Do you have
Yes.
anything you want to add to that?
There's a lot of dumb shit that you can do with canceling nets. Like, I thought about something and Left told me it was stupid, which was with stand on 2C, you can cancel it before it hits, but you can cancel it like pretty late into the stand on 2C. So you see the spike in between, like right before that thing ends, you could cancel it. So I was thinking, what if like people who look for that, what if we fake it out?
What if you net cancel it and then go for an overhead?
Yes,
That's pretty cancerous. I'm not gonna lie.
it's bad.
That's a bad.
You know, sometimes I'm really grateful Iggy has like a fast wake up time because there's so much bullshit I just get to skip. But Kakyoin he doesn't let me go.
You can't go.
He makes,
So
he
your
makes
profile
me cry.
pictures like that.
I can't get in and I can't leave. What is this character?
Let me out.
It's a house. You're in the cack house
Let
now.
me out. Let me
Let
out.
me out.
Ugh.
Yeah. Other character specific Oki stuff like you've talked a bit about Iggy stuff, right, KarnazZ?
Yeah.
You,
To no
you
one's
mix
surprise.
up you mix up between your high and your low, and you go into
And
timing.
unblockable.
Yeah.
But here's the maybe I can like swerve this into being like something about conditioning. Because
Okay,
like
yeah.
if you ask me, the real funny times start when they know how to get out of the unblockable. Because like of course it means they'll get out more, which sucks, but it's more funny to do, okay? Instead of you just know this is gonna work. So you can actually fake it against some characters. You can't really with Dio because like the timing doesn't really allow you to, but with some characters you can do the A version of the command grab, which is out for a lot shorter time. Or much shorter time, I mean. I can't speak, but and then they, be like, oh, I'm just gonna get hit by this overhead, and then you hit him with the 6B, and then you get the full combo. Or like 2B or something. But of course that means you'll have to time both faking it, so you can use your stand in a move after the 6B, and not having gotta time the command grab, so you so it disappears in time, and you gotta time the 6B, so it's a bit more difficult than just normal 6B, but that's really to be expected if it's literally just 6B with something added.
Yeah, fair enough. Like,
Yeah. Surprisingly, if you add something to this, it's harder.
KarnazZ.
I've
Mr.
investigated Iggy Oki for years. I know what I'm talking about.
For centuries.
Ever since
Mr. Curse
1984.
wants to know how to play All-Star Battle, Iggy. Iggy. Can you tell him?
Oh my god, All-Star Battle Iggy Oki guide when? Never. I'm never
When it gets
touching
ported off
All-Star
PS3.
Battle Iggy. I have it. I have All-Star Battle, and I tried Iggy
no.
I cried.
You
I was sitting there bawling like just he's so bad.
what they do to my boy.
I hated how he plays. Oh, dude. This like legit made me angry. Fuck you for making me remember that.
I'm sorry. Is there anything about it you can tell me? Any specific normals?
I just it's like I just forgot the entire experience. I just remember it was like a bad time, like Sans Undertale, you know.
Eyes of Heaven. That's gonna be
Memento.
worse.
I haven't actually played Eyes of Heaven, so I can't talk about the Iggy Oki in Eyes of Heaven, you know. But the Eyes of Heaven Iggy meaty tech, dude.
Eyes of Heaven Oki guide.
Yeah, so the blockable works with Dio over Heaven.
All right. Let's
Export.
move away from KarnazZ's PTSD.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, one thing.
Hey, cute. How creative do you get? It scares me.
To really get into my character, I try to do stand on 6 feet with my yo-yo.
What?
It's easy.
Oki them in real life.
It's a forward throw. Like, I'll do it right now.
Is this similar to
Thank you, cute.
Thank you. I had the good visual on the yo-yo there.
Is this inspired by the spoon tandem tech?
The spoon tandem tech? What do you mean?
Have you not heard of the spoon tandem?
I've not.
It's a legendary tech for adding 2 more reps to your tandems by doing it with a spoon on your keyboard.
I'll go get a spoon right now. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, Acute's gonna fucking ascend up to like 25 reps now.
When he unlocks
This
the
is how you
spoon.
get creative. You gotta look for Oki in places you wouldn't know.
Look for Oki in your tandems.
Just like if you're playing a local, just throw a spoon into their eye so they can't react to your overhead.
Aha.
Just have it whiz by their
JoJo's at
vision.
locals.
Alright, you're not trying to get disqualified.
Alright.
Victory at all costs, you know. Unbanned Pet Shop.
Something I hear. Oh no, let's not talk about Pet Shop Oki. That's gonna. A lot of people won't get over that Pet Shop Oki. It's just unblockables, like easy unblockables.
Alright, I got the spoon. Let's test this out. I need to open training mode.
I'm
gonna turn you down so we don't hear
just like
spoon
fucking a
fire.
nuke dropping into VC, dude.
Anyway.
Yeah, just 1 second.
I feel like Boingo is one of those dudes you just gotta get creative. When you can't do glass, you just gotta do the S bullet. And
you just gotta
let your inspiration fly.
Just gotta let
the
that
bullet
slide.
is a paintbrush, and the screen is a canvas.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You're making
Just
art
have
with
it go away. Yeah, it's like India's arm.
India's arm, Oki, okay.
I mean, if it hits, it works, but it's not gonna.
Simon.
That could be said for anything.
Just like, oh, Raging Demon. Yeah, it works if they get hit by
Simon,
it.
I didn't say
Yeah,
it.
but Raging Demon doesn't do 100 damage.
If I do the Aleph Null combo, it does. Hello.
I mean,
India's arm
reps.
doesn't do
That's off of
144
like
damage.
an entire combo. I'm talking about like one super.
No, do you know about the Aleph Null Iggy combo?
What do you mean?
Grab into demon, hello? Grab into demon, into demon, into demon, into demon, dude.
I'm not talking about the.
Is that a true
It does work,
combo,
though.
bro?
I think you can DI out of it.
Sorry, I was
You
just
know
choking
what?
on my taco wrapper.
Are you rubbing
know why
the
I don't?
spoon?
It sounds like a fucking like machine gun, you know? Like
Uh,
shitting out
I'm
stand
gonna
on
tell you about this.
tandem.
I broke my last keyboard because I was doing too many reps, so I got this new one. No, like the paint, like the ASD, the paint faded away and I couldn't see it anymore. So I got this new mechanical keyboard, and when I do reps, it's just like I have headphones in, so I don't have to hear it. Let me see.
I like being able to hear my reps actually. because then I can like use the audio cue to say, oh, I got this many reps, and then I still fuck up the ender.
Yeah, I don't remember the ender. It's like my brain is like a peanut, so I can't remember like how many reps I did.
It
They're
doesn't
already
matter.
dead before
They'll
that
be
point.
dead
We don't
before
need
the
to know.
ender.
Yeah.
I know. All right, let me see if I can do reps. Let me do this right now.
How is Red still not here? You guys just want to hop in game and show some stuff?
Yeah. Before that, I
Sure.
want to talk a bit about conditioning. You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole.
Conditioning, like you getting conditioned and you like getting out of Oki.
Yeah,
think is a
I
big
want to
one.
start with conditioning first because I feel like that's a big part of escaping it too.
Yeah.
Like not getting conditioned. But let's say I hit you with a low and like a low. Maybe you'll expect a low, you know, the third time because you know you notice the pattern. You know, he's been hitting low. So that's maybe when I'll go for like an overhead, and that's like the basic concept of it. Basically, like programming your opponent, you know, like a real gamer, to do what you want. You know.
You offer Jotaro the Scooby snacks, and when he takes the Scooby snacks, you slap him on the wrist.
Yeah.
Scooby
you
snacks are
essentially
old
just
hat. The kids aren't about it nowadays.
Yeah, so you just have to be able to like read your opponent, like be able to notice how he picks up on your habits. Because like I have a bad habit of like doing the same Oki option over and over until they block it,
Yeah.
which I guess kind of conditions them into thinking, oh, he's gonna check, oh, 2B again.
I mean,
Uh,
if you just keep doing that, they're just
Yeah,
gonna
because-
think you're gonna switch.
like so even the dumbest shit could technically be like conditioning them as long as you like switch it up somehow. Because like if I just do 2B over and over, like intentionally this time instead of just like being a retard, maybe they'll start like doubting themselves. Like they'll have like an existential crisis about what fucking way to block.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're telling
exactly.
me I should do 2 instant overheads instead of 1?
Yeah,
And
one of my
still
favorite conditioning
combos.
things actually involves not even hitting them like with the conditioning, you know? Like if the wake up is low enough and I'm in stand on, I like whiff
And
the
you run
instant
away?
overhead. I whiff the instant overhead and then I either go for like a 2A or another instant overhead because then they're like, see, oh no, here's a high move. And then they're gonna be like, oh, what's coming next? Because they if I've like pressured them with it before, they'd know I could like just do it on repeat, you know, bark, 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 bark.
The barking?
Yeah, like you know
Alright.
the fucking bark noise he does with his overhead.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So,
and then once both of you understand the sort of conditioning game, that's where the mind games really come into play. Because you're trying to outthink your opponent who's trying to outthink you. And it gets very deep very quick, like which is where the meme, the best mix up is no mix up, comes from. So like what KarnazZ is saying, just keep going for that 2B and it will work
Keep doing
because
it.
because
Dude, you just gotta underthink.
your opponent is getting too big brain and you can beat them with the small brain stuff. Or sometimes it's vice versa.
Window loses to all small brain stuff. I don't know why people fucking respect my Oki.
Like, you could always chip them out anyway. That's like guaranteed.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
the sole purpose of conditioning them is just like, in my opinion, to get them scared of you, like to make them start respecting you, because then you can start, you know, going for the goofy shit that they shouldn't respect. Like I've actually a few times, like I've been a bad boy, you know. I haven't been going for the meaties. So like a few times I've seen me and, for example, BB double go for an unblockable on a character where it doesn't work. But they're so busy respecting the 2B or 6B that they just eat the fucking unblockable.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like doing 2B and canceling it into the command grab and like doing 2A to, you know, like keep them in block stun for a tiny bit. And then they'll just have to block out of it. Like, no, jump out of it. And there's not really much else to it. It's just, you gotta be at the big brain in the scenario, you know?
Yeah, that sort of gives you an idea of what's going on behind the scenes with Oki and conditioning. It's almost like chess in some ways, you know. You're respecting your opponent's moves and you're trying to predict what your opponent will be doing next. The problem is that one has an overwhelming advantage over the other. More so
like
than-
one has just a king and the other has like a full board.
Yeah, basically. But it's almost like if you can survive for a certain amount of turns, it goes back to a regular game.
Yeah. Also, like about the whole vortex concept, or well, just like being stuck in Oki over and over. That's funny. It's a really funny scenario for the guy doing the Oki, that is. Because like the whole conditioning thing, it becomes more and more scary. Like let's just take a very mild example, because you know Kakyoin, he doesn't really have a vortex. He just kills you on the first mix-up. So, like if I hit you like a 6B into the super for some godforsaken reason, you know, maybe you'll be like, oh, I got hit overhead, but then it leads into a knockdown, and then I can go for another 6B or another 2B. And for those who don't know this, 6B is an overhead. So I can just like continue. Like if I take like a third of your health with like a 2B into super into 6B, and then the wake up situation, like 3 mistakes and you're out. And that whole scenario, even if it's not really that, like 30% in JoJo's isn't that big of a threat compared to, you know, the top tiers, it still makes your opponent panic, because, you know, they're getting hit, they're getting comboed, and now they're getting put in another scenario, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you fell off your skateboard, but then like the instant you hit the floor, you're standing on your skateboard the instant you're about to fall off again. so you gotta be like, oh fuck, I'm falling again. And then before you know it, you have like 2 broken ankles, you know?
That's nice. Oh my god.
Oh,
You fall off your skateboard into skateboard.
The skateboard Oki.
Skateboard hell. Oh, I've never fallen off my skateboard.
What a pro gamer skateboarder.
Flexing.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a pussy.
Anyway, yeah, I think we've done enough talking. It's probably getting a little boring for the chat.
Now I'm gonna bash.
Yeah, let's bash some heads in and.
Yeah. Peon, get off away, bruh.
Oh, you want to go first, you KarnazZ?
Yeah, I do. What are you gonna do about it?
Shit, I have an American with me now. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No one
yeah,
did
look
you
at you, man.
go. It's all about Iggy and Khan. It's all about Iggy and Khan.
I don't know if there's much like Kano. Well, I could
You
show.
can
I
demonstrate
can.
being creative.
I
with
can.
my fucking
Yeah, I can
5
give an
millisecond
example of
wake-up
being
time.
creative. I got a few. You know, sneaky tricks up
Nightwing's
my
on,
sleeve that only work like once or twice ever.
Get a scoreboard of who can do
You
the
want to show
most
Oki against
consecutive.
Nightwing?
Should I see if I can get away with the Oki against Nightwing, Peon?
If he'll play you.
Challenge you.
Nah, I don't think I'll do that. He already kicked my butt earlier today. Get on my DMs. He was like, I can beat your Iggy now. And I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, we can try. Okay. And then I beat him. I say, GG's. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Get up my DMs, you piece of fucking donkey dick. Garbage fucking idiot.
KarnazZ versus PM2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
it's
we
worth
go.
saying as well that I'm streaming, so it's going to be a little rougher than it usually is.
Yeah. A little rough around the edges, you know.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Like a
bit
JoJo
wild
sprite
on
without
the
the epic filters that totally like destroy how the game looks.
I can't wait for my Cacpal mod to be on stream. The ones to get.
Oh my god, Pin, you don't have the Comrom. You don't have KarnazZ, Igiana, dude. Oh my god, yeah, I can feel the fucking lag, dude.
Yeah.
I'm legit dropping instant overheads. Because I should see grab, and then I whiff the 2B.
Oh,
And then it, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
I
look,
whiff,
there's
whiffed
half
it,
my health.
and then I whiffed it, and then did
what
like.
is this?
So if I'm playing Khan here, I'm not getting Oki off of much except for Wow. Okay.
Don't do this.
I cancelled
No.
into super.
Yeah.
I'm not getting.
I did my tandem, which like ate your input.
Yeah.
Again with the tech
Give me-
chase. You know, he
I'm
tech
getting
up and I
slapped
crossed
with my
under.
spoon.
So I'm not getting much of getting my opponent on the ground except for say a 2C or like his charge C. So I'm holding up there because I want to get out of his Oki. That was me rolling when I was trying to push block.
Ouch.
Yeah, Iggy can get you with that.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes.
Peon, do you want my spoon?
Do I want to do my can reps?
Do you need to do the con reps with the spoon?
Yeah. Let me knock you down there, KarnazZ. So this is Khan versus Iggy, right? Iggy has a very short hitbox, so if I try to go for like an instant overhead, like I'm not getting anything off that, right?
Cool.
Right. If I'm going for oops, I meant to dash cancel that there. Sometimes you want to go for lows into grabs, like tick grabs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you want to go into like a straight up grab. In the corner, actually, KarnazZ grab is punishable. Another thing you can do is backdash and dash back in.
Perfect.
You can just stand
You're
up
gonna get perfect.
punish on grab.
No.
So you can like back off, dash back in. I was a little slow there, but
Yeah, also shimmies.
I mean,
there's
Iggy's
shimmies
the
as well.
fastest wake up, right?
One sort of interesting thing you can do is you see how 5C has 2 hits to it. So you can whiff the first hit and then land the second. So they think, oh, he whiffed his attack, I can punish it. But actually, you're planning to hit them with the second.
Can you cancel super?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can go for super as well, but like, oh no, he went behind me.
I was gonna
sad.
try doing demon. I dropped the fucking demon input. How do I do that, dude?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The double mix-up, the triple mix-up.
Oh god.
This game looks more like Iggy being dumb versus Khan than anything.
Yeah. It's
Maybe you should play Shadow Dio.
this is not a great matchup, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I at least get to demonstrate, you know, my 50-50.
Yeah.
This is the
I mean, at least Khan is like so short that he doesn't whiff stuff on
Oh,
it.
nice! I tried doing the stand thing unblockable that I've literally never done in a match.
That was me grabbing. I knew that roll was coming.
The monkey sandball has arrived. I'm gonna get out of this one.
Oh,
Can
I
you
thought you stopped
try?
there. Yeah, there is. You know, there's always stuff you can do, but it's tough
hard.
for
I mean, yeah,
for
it's
little
very-
old
it's
cans.
It's very hard to
sometimes.
guard cans because it has like such little blocks done.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if you mess it up, you're just gonna eat. Like if
I-
they block, like you DP.
I was trying to guard cancel your sandballs there, but
Yeah. See, now I'm getting hit by the Oki, the beady.
I knew that he was going to try and jump out there, so I went for the dashing 5C, which stuffs out jumps. KarnazZ was actually a little shorter than I expected there. I went for the S to catch him doing stuff.
Roll. Okay.
The
all these
the World 21 50-50 there.
Well, that's actually not great against Iggy. I shouldn't be doing that there
Oh,
because
that's
he's
the
so
first hit.
short.
50-50.
It's
Still a
it's
50.
basically 100%. Yeah, but it has to go low or you're not gonna hit him.
I see.
My stand was out there, so I couldn't tech grab, unfortunately. Yeah, once again, you can see here you want to play against Iggy by not giving him any leeway.
Yeah.
This isn't the Iggy style, okay? Don't give him advice.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
No, just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah.
Say what you wanna.
Oh. Press buttons. Oh, that was sneaky.
Wow. Fuck,
Yeah,
I
and now
failed the
I'm in the Oki situation. I hate tandems.
Nice tech window, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I meant drop the combo at the end there.
Yeah.
Don't you dare
Oh,
poke
wow.
this.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah, Iggy's hurt box decreases in size with this 2B.
Huh?
Yeah, he can cross under Black Polnareff's 214A.
Whoa, what
with
was
it.
going on there?
You can
See?
get even smaller.
See, doing
I
the 2B,
could have gotten out of that.
Yeah, but he was getting ready for like the 236 AA mix-up. At least I think.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Oh, nice.
I call that the double mix-up when you whiff with your World 21. You have them.
Oh yeah, I couldn't really. I guessed wrong on your.
See, that's the mix-up. It's like you threaten to knock him back into it.
Oh wait, no, I'm not meant to be looping here. This is Oki.
See, can
Oh,
like.
I thought he was gonna jump there, but he went for the grab.
Oh boy! Look at these instant overhead. Oh no!
Combo!
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Ah no!
Oh, no.
Memento.
Well, yeah. Even then, it's not Oki, but you could see the conditioning in that he expected a low after the first instant overhead.
Yeah.
So I just did it again and got some free damage in, even though I actually didn't confirm off the instant overhead like a doofus.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
Yeah. No one expects the fucking round start charge. It's the most retarded thing you could do in this game.
Oh, I hate how fucking safe tandem
Stand-off
is.
punishable just like the stand-on, right?
Yeah, I was expecting a low there.
This does more damage than the 1 meter combo. Like just the standoff, like into charge. Oh, I thought I'd conditioned you into push blocking and wake up. It's like Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. Shadow Dio edition.
Oops.
the Iggy 5B.
What the fuck? You can grab
What
the
was
thing?
that? Jump.
What the fuck was that?
I was expecting you to try and grab there.
I was blocking low there, like a doofus.
I was like, he knows I'm gonna try and grab at this range.
No, I tried to tan him out.
Haha, that's the big brain.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that beats out my instant overheads.
Yeah, it's a pretty meaty move.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh,
Fucking
you're meant to press a button there, KarnazZ. Did you not get the memo? Alright.
Yeah. Alright, GG's, buddy. I hope we demonstrated some Oki there.
Yeah.
For the whole
Oh,
9
yeah.
people viewing. Also, I will never forgive you for not having the comm ROM on because
It's
you
really
know,
just what
KarnazZ
makes
Iggy.
the grab so scary.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a few scenarios there where you could see I was going for grab. Because even against Iggy, and you lose a lot of your options against Iggy, you can still push your advantage. So I was still getting my work done, even though Iggy is so short that I lose about half my options. But yeah, that's
Out of the fucking million Shadow Dio has. Alright.
yeah. like if you wanna see more about Shadow Dio Oki, Sploogie made a quick video guide. It's sort of your basics, your B&Bs of Oki. If you want to read up more, you can read up on the wiki as well.
Yeah, there's also I also have an Oki guide for Iggy. Just don't point out how my commentary, like my voiceover, sounds like I'm dead. Just don't point that out, okay?
It can get pretty deep.
I got into a complication with the spoon. I'm back now.
What happened with the spoon?
I can't say. Somebody's watching me.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Are you available to play a game with Guru?
Sure. 1 second.
Okay.
So, Kakyoin is a character with a very slow wake up, one of the slowest in the game.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of stuff off on him, but it also works to his advantage in some ways because you honestly do not feel like you should be waiting that long. I swear, anytime.
Especially with Iggy, like Jesus.
Especially because this fucker is so skinny, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like I have to wait 2 seconds almost before I have to do my shit.
Oh
as Iggy.
yeah, and you always stand on. You have the most durable stand in the game.
88 stand meter.
And as Mullet doesn't do stand damage, I'm crying. Except that, pipes,
Why?
truck, knockdown city.
Why am I getting challenged by immigrant?
Hey, that's racist, okay? We're gonna have to kick you off the
That's his
podcast.
name. That's his name.
Yeah, KarnazZ is the racist.
No.
Alright, you gonna challenge me?
I'm actually white.
Alright.
I can't be racist.
Oh. Alright.
This is the part of the
The
game.
first thing I want to show you
Let me turn off
is the
push
stand
talk.
on 2C I was talking about.
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
I'm spectating, so sorry for the lag spike.
What'd you say?
Sick.
Alright.
Hopefully my
Alright,
stick is not loud.
No shit right now. No shit right now. I need to show something. So I was talking about some shit. Come on, I need some space because you're gonna
Come
start
closer.
getting. No, it's gonna hit my
All 360.
Alright, so I was talking about this and how.
Oh, that's fucking nasty.
Like, you can get it kind of late. You saw that? It was after the spike that you can
Bastard.
cancel it.
Ew.
You might have to be a bit more
Can I
vocal.
farm me over the suite?
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, he's doing the.
3, 2, 1.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. I did on 2, man. 3, 2, 1. Okay, whatever. Just fucking.
Alright.
Informative.
Very informative.
Haha, you fool! I blocked that.
Go!
Hey, you wanna
My
see the
ass.
funny? You see that block string?
I'm gonna do chipped it. Oh, fuck.
Projectile block string, bro.
I have to chip you.
Fuck. I got one Oki that whole game. What am I doing?
Ah!
Yeah, you wanna see a funny thing?
That did like half my health.
Fuck. Why is Boingo so slow? I think
Yeah.
I can only do it like consistently against there's this.
I can't get Oki because I'm stupid.
Oh, nice tech chase.
Stop doing dumb shit.
See that? I respected him, and I just let him put up a net, and he didn't
Oh
even have
shit,
to
wait,
pressure.
what?
It went behind. It went off the screen. It came back.
It went off the screen and it came back. Okay. Okay. Look, the thing is, I don't have my cacpal mod on right now.
You don't have the spoon.
Yeah, I don't have the spoon. That's why I had a complication of it. Oh, you can't even like jump over it.
Wait, is that a fucking net?
I leave nets on for like.
Alright, you think you're hot?
You tried.
You fool!
The raw pipes.
It's too far. Fool!
Fuck.
Fool! Nothing happened. I want to see something really funny though. Fuck!
Ugh.
That was meaty, bro.
Meaty. This is the Lucas. It's a
Oh,
famous
this one,
drawing.
the Lucas.
Wait.
Lucas Tick Raboki.
Yeah, check it out. See that? Fuck, I got hit. No!
I'm just
Why
talking
would
about
he
a
do a
specific
tick grab?
frame.
Let's not kick you. Wait, no, he is just Lucas.
That was like 5 grabs. I don't know
The
how I got
replay's
that
lagging
off.
a lot for me. I'm just stuck on this frame.
Yeah,
I just sent it in the general.
it's
I'm just
lagging
stuck.
a small bit for me as well.
Probably because
but,
you're also
uh,
streaming, but.
Oh look, we're getting actual Oki now.
Cut join Oki! The
this is-
Emerald Flash Oki!
This one is called the corner rape.
It's called the
Sorry.
Big
Iggy
not
also
being
has some just like instant overhead on repeat.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, now that I
This is
think
where you
about
die.
No,
it, a lot of what Iggy has just boils
Check.
down to just GC lol.
look at that. Boingo's alive, bitch.
Boingo
Boingo's
game.
alive.
I didn't get to do every knockdown you're like miles away. And I
Oh,
can't
no.
do
Oh no.
the super funny.
Now I don't have to
Super
deal with
funny Oki
projectiles.
loop.
Is he using the spoons for that tandem?
That was so unnecessary.
Nice net, buddy boy. Shit.
Yeah,
Bro,
we're
you wanna
seeing
see
a
the
switch to a
sick
Lessie
trap?
from Guru.
Fuck. Why are you so long? Oh.
I'm in the corner.
Okay, bro. No.
That doesn't work? Oh, God.
Simon, did I make you proud?
You know, Simon is very demanding.
He was out of range.
The
I
spoon
think this-
disappeared.
I think the spoon caught up with him.
The spoon disappeared. I tried to jump. Oh my god.
What's going on here? I'm just seeing AcuteAngle stand still with Guru like over.
Yeah, this is very high level play. It's called
He's actually just really like he's just like really conditioned to respect him.
yeah, it's the empty hop neutral.
I really can't knock you down because I only have sweep. Yo, Oki, what happened to
Something
your
like the
ice?
whole horse touch of death count as Oki. Or
Happened to ice. You know what happened? It was the. I don't want to talk about it because that was the universe.
What about your
young
Youngsif, bro?
That
Checking
if I
into-
like, if I stay true to my promise, that would have been like an alternate timeline where Lucas wins a tourney.
Yeah.
That would have caused
Just
a
couldn't
lot
let
of
happen.
bad things.
Wait, I forgot the secret tech for Skekyon. Come on, sweet man, dare you.
people can
Look at
deflect the
Punch,
Emerald
right?
Splash, but you can't deflect just a fucking gun.
The gun is actually minus, so
Yeah, that's true. Come on!
I was,
I
no,
just wanted an Oki.
in fact,
get away.
with specific gag
Tandem
cancel
question mark? I
setups,
tried to tandem like 4 times!
No,
No!
didn't work.
Your stand crashed and you're skinny.
the
The
stand
stand crash helped you dodged.
I couldn't block that. Oki,
The funny,
What was
funny.
that?
no Oki.
Yeah, bro.
Chip.
Oh,
I don't know. I got crossed up. Whatever.
bro, that's just the whiffed Emerald Splash Super Oki.
Mm. Okay, I think I know what to do.
I mean,
oh,
if you want me
no.
to get knockdowns, yes.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see the switch to ice?
Was this like a bad
No, we're
matchup?
gonna see the switch to roll.
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
The Twitch chat has been dead for a while.
Oh,
Like 4 people watching.
Yeah, I think people have passed on into the afterlife by this point.
I think they know about pressure now.
now the funny thing about Alessi Oki or actually like Rubber, it's kind of, he tries to counter my S6B overhead or my 2C and S2C at max range. The counter will actually whiff, unless he will still be minus. But like, so he can't actually punish. But it's just funny.
The police were at my door. 1 second.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He did too many. He did
No,
too
no,
many
no, 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 no.
loops. He did too many.
This
loops.
Rubber is too strong.
It's the rep police. They're coming.
The rep
Excuse me,
police.
you can't touch your death in a tandem. That's against the law, but you can loop it.
But my 2-frame jump startup.
They heard that he
They found the
picked
fucking Adderall for the fucking rep training.
they
Yes,
heard
no.
They found my Adderall.
they were
But why the
watching
fuck was
they were
getting-
watching the stream and they found out he's gonna try using the spoon.
Yeah.
And they had to
Forbidden.
shut it down.
They couldn't have that CIA knowledge out there. Okay, not to give anyone shit here, but I think me and Peon's match like demonstrated Oki a bit more than this.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean,
Oh! You hit the stand.
2 and 4 is not Oki with Rubber.
That's
Dude,
the
8-2 matchup? Nah.
That's a
8-2 for
Nightwing
Rubber.
Oki, dude.
I would have gotten that sooner if I didn't try to do tie rep, but whatever.
What's the lore on Acute Rubber?
I don't know. I saw like the Bill video for Rubber and I thought it was cool.
Oh yeah, just out of interest, is there anyone in the chat at the moment? Those of you
No.
very few who are left
I
That
think
wanna
it's
have a
because
go?
I'm viewing it.
that want to have a go
There are-
against one of the guys
I
to
think the only
try
people
out
watching
some
are
Oki
us.
stuff?
Yes, there are 3 people here. So I guess
Ah, where's your counter this time?
Yeah, and I have it muted. I have the stream muted. So
to the JC. Ah,
it's
I
a
don't
shame
know
I
what
didn't
the
get
fuck.
to do the Iggy unblockable though. We shadowed US like shorter
Well,
wake up time than
we
Geo.
could do like an Oki showcase, I guess. Because we're gonna have a bit of extra time.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah, bro.
juggles! The juggles! What is this? Street Fighter
Fuck!
2, man?
This is
canned bread.
I dropped
Get off me.
Simon, I'm sorry.
This is the walk back and forth. You can't combo.
Wait. What if I just comboed into 2C like a big brain? No.
Oh,
Acute master of
Not
reps
allowed.
drops the counter into super.
look, I don't have my spoon.
The police took it.
They took my spoon. I have a fine of like $500 now.
Fine of 500 damage.
I have to
500
take
points on the
500.
matchup chart, and that's why we're playing rubber now.
He's in debt.
Ah, I didn't get my super out. Whoa! Why is it so stubby?
Please. Please.
You think
Please.
it's cheeky?
I'm getting cheeky.
At least we're seeing
Alright,
Oki with the rubber grab.
He counters!
You want to see some real
It's actually
Oki?
really interesting, Okizeme, because unless he doesn't have a ton of active frames on his moves,
Oh, what?
and Rubber has a
Was
quick
that the
counter,
startup frames?
so you actually have to get your medias really good at
Alright,
beat death.
that's probably enough for the stream anyway. We gotta see a bit of Oki between these two guys. Not much
I'm
Oki,
trying.
I'll be honest. Maybe a
Dude, nice
little
frame
less.
shot, bro.
I was gonna do walk up grab.
See that tip?
Peon, what were you saying?
Yeah, so that's probably enough on stream. of
Oh,
that
yeah.
anime.
Let's just fucking.
They stop watching.
Let's
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be there.
So, yeah, either I'd say what we could do now, KarnazZ, is hop into a
Training
game
mode.
again, right? And rather
Yeah.
than we'll just skip the neutral and we'll just practice showing off Oki on each other, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit more skip to the punchline.
Yeah.
Well, Zareth,
The other
as
stuff
you
was
can
more
see-
like showing like when you get it in a match and how you get to it.
Yeah, this is less about Oki techniques and more about how you push the Oki.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a
how-
part a lot of people forget. A lot of people just say like, "Oh, I need to time my meaties," but not think about how to use those meaties, right? It's like maybe you know how to use a hammer like real well, but if you're trying to like saw a plank in half with a hammer, you're gonna have trouble. Okay, you're gonna have trouble.
How do I start with a hammer?
And what happens when you miss your meaties?
Well, then you get
Or
hit
not
by
the
the
right
funny 360 fruits. With the police coming again. Illegal
There's
Iggy
actually-
inbound.
There's actually a siren outside. I need to check.
Okay, so could you pick like someone that the unblockable works on?
Tell me who to pick.
It can be either Mariah, Midler, either the Josephs, Kakyoin, Dio, Alessi, Jotaro, young Joseph, of course, New Kakyoin, and yeah, that's it. Did I say Midler? Because yeah, Midler works too.
Midler.
Dude, we're gonna get banned.
We're gonna
Women
get
getting
banned.
beat up isn't
Oh, no,
funny.
we're-
Yeah.
Look, she's wearing clothes. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I am.
Uh,
I'm doing my
Yeah.
stuff, right? Oh look! I'm playing Midler now. I'm doing Oki.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
so show me now how you try and mix me up with the unblockable, right?
Yeah. All right. So,
So I'm
let's
trying
say,
to not get destroyed here
Yeah.
by the unblockable.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm kind of messing up. I don't know what's going on. I'm a bit rusty.
So immediately there, he goes for the high, but I was trying to block low. Oh,
Yeah, let me record something real quick.
Yeah.
don't know.
Like generally after the grab, you can go for like a lot of stuff that'll just make your opponent like panic.
yeah. Getting a lot of damage off your Oki there. So I missed the 50-50 there on the high or low.
That's the reset right there.
Yeah.
Well, I can't believe I perfect at Peon.
Oh no. On
Yeah,
stream.
but that's like you saw the unblockable. You saw it work once because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you didn't jump afterwards. You expected a low.
So
I actually misinputted the half circle like a retard, like a dumbass.
So I'll show a bit of shadow here. Like I'm walking around, I'm in neutral, I get the grab. At this point I can go for tick grab. I can go for a jump over. I go for another grab there. I'm missing that as well. I'm expecting him to turn his stand on.
Like as you can see, I'm not really doing anything about the tick grabs. And then the instant I try to tech, I get clipped by the command.
Zio.
It's hard because once you start expecting the tick grabs, right? You can mix you can mix it up, right? So you're just doing you're just canceling into 5C instead, right? Like that. Or you can just skip the tick grab entirely and just go straight for a grab. Or you can do some sort of block string like that. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty as well. I'm dropping my stuff. What else is there?
Right now.
That's a good one as well. The oh my god, I perfected KarnazZ on stream.
Oh, you did! Oh my god!
Yeah, you can mask some stuff with slide as well. It's about mixing up your options and making sure your opponent doesn't know what's coming next.
To be fair, I was just kind of, like you were getting hit for the sake of, demonstrating.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not like it wouldn't have worked on me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, also a few things like for example, Simon taught me. I think this kind of applies for like every character who has like a weird motion, like
Yeah.
with Iggy. You know how when you grab, you hit C, right? And then you can just negative edge it. So let's say I mess up the input, I won't just, you know.
Yeah, it makes you a bit
say,
more
like
safe.
maybe can you do the same with Shadow? Like if you grab and hold S. Or that way you don't just
like,
get like a
you
raw
can-
5S, you know.
Well,
Like-
yeah,
you know,
S
like with
S
Ketchup?
is like a mix up on you can use it as a mix up on Oki, Shadow deals S, but it's kind of a high tier, big brain.
No, that's not what I mean. You know, like you've played Patch Up, right? You know when you like do the dashing normal, how you like C and then like immediately after hold B.
Yes, yeah.
What I mean is like grabbing. Like I'm just gonna negative edge 236 S just to like show my point. Okay, I missed the fucking negative edge. I'm a retard. Okay, there. You see? Like I hold it and like negative edge it, right? So like if I grab you and then hold S, right? Like after like as I'm doing the animation, I could just like negative edge it. You know what I mean? I'm
So
kind of
you're
missing it because I
talking about-
rarely negative edge. I rarely negative edge.
You're talking
like,
about
if you
doing
miss the-
something like that.
Yeah,
So I
exactly. So if you
negative
miss the
edge-
input, you don't just like whiff a 5S or something.
Okay, yeah. But I also don't suck at the game, so I don't drop my inputs.
Dude. See, you knew the fucking.
I knew.
Like yeah, like the unblockable didn't work there, but I expected you to fall for it because like I haven't like gone for the risky business.
Yeah, as you can see here, the weakness to grabs is just jumping a lot. Oh man, my timing is off. I should have gotten that easy.
Epic tandem combo for
Oh,
JoJo
no.
Iggy.
He won't let me get more of the sucks. But yeah,
See, like if
So
he
I'm-
knew.
I'm trying to disrupt his pressure here. I mistimed that a little. If I did that a little earlier, it would have caught your jump out that I read. So really, I'm looking to see what kind of patterns KarnazZ is throwing out, and I'm trying to play around them here. Like,
Like,
I
see, when
think
I
he's
did
gonna
like the
try
instant
and,
overhead, you mashed out of it. You know, you could do like a
Yeah.
1 frame normal. Like let's say you block my instant overhead, and then I'm gonna do another one. So just try to mash out of it.
okay.
Like don't like just with 5A, not push blocking.
Well, I can't do it like that close, but if you give me a bit of breathing room, like if I push block him, well, if I get the push block at the right time, I can 5A
But
out.
yeah, you get the point, right?
That's a
if
bit
you
of
have the right
disrupting
spacing.
pressure, yeah. So there's all sorts of stuff I can do from neutral. Well, if his stand is on, I can tick grab with 5A. It's a very good normal.
But it doesn't work on Iggy because he's small.
Yeah, when his stand is on, it works, but otherwise, it's not really gonna work. There's. Let's see if I can do a bit of conditioning. Oh no, I'm just gonna get hit instead. Yeah, if I can do a bit of conditioning, I can go to more ambitious routes. Like okay.
That was big brain. But also with
Yeah.
the whole expect like seeing things like if you're trying to push block my instant overhead.
Yeah.
Like let's say I'm gonna grab you and then I'm gonna go for the instant overhead. Try to push block it. See?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Like if you can trick your opponent like that, like for example, when Red was like a newer player, he'd try to push block it all the time. So just empty float and he'd just roll like phew right into my grab.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that can make your opponent like scared to push block you, which means you can stick to them a bit more. Like you can do a bit more before they start push blocking.
Yeah, we'll probably wrap it up soon, but I just
Yeah.
want to make one more quick point. When you're playing the Oki game, oh no, that's sad. Come over here. As long as you're aware of your opponent's options, you'll usually be all right. Like I'm Okay, I'm not going like full blown Shadow Dio crazy mode here, but KarnazZ is doing all right against my Oki. He's seeing what I'm throwing out, and he's dishing back in his own regard.
See,
That was-
I did the dashing, so like I went through you,
Yeah,
like, because you're attacking, and that means you just got hit by roll by like the command grab while you're expecting to like get hit and then jump.
Yeah.
And that was cross up protection, so I actually like to kind of cross up with it. But so like thinking they'd have to switch block directions and then they just like get clipped by it.
yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's something similar with
It actually just makes it worse. It makes it worse to defend against.
Yeah, there's something similar with the fake cross up with jump S, like that sort of thing there. Like yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. This is
No,
me
no, I'm
being
eating the
aware.
loop. No. I did the teleport backwards. I forgot
Yeah.
it like resets it
Oh yeah,
automatically.
it's worth noting that a lot of characters will end B&Bs with knockdowns. Virtually
Iggy.
everyone. Yeah, virtually everyone. Which is why it's also important to practice your Oki, because it's basically free damage again off your B&B. Usually, anyway.
See, he respected it. He
Yeah.
was like, I'm just not gonna push block, and then I lost in that scenario.
Oh, I was trying to tech grab there, but
And see, he stopped doing the neutral like the neutral checks because he knows I like to be kind of goofy with those.
yeah. It's very much about adapting to your opponent there. So KarnazZ went in because he knew I was going to go for knives again. And it's something you gain in experience with the game. Oh, I could have gotten out of that.
When you
Oh
get
no,
more,
that's sad.
you can get more than 5 reps.
All right. We'll call it at that.
Yeah.
I've been embarrassed on stream enough. Yeah,
You perfected him.
it's sad.
But yeah, most of what I was doing there, most of why I was working is because like I used my options. He knew my options so well, which I've been talking with Peon about the Iggy and shit before.
Yeah.
But the reason this worked is because like he's like gone so big brain, as we were talking about, that he was like expecting these like set options that would work. So for the like 2B, 6-3, 2-1, 4C, 2A, he would just block it and get hit by it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any closing remarks on Oki?
That Reddit is fat.
Yeah, Reddit.
really
You're
interesting
pretty fat.
Alright, so I have a story. When I was working on Oki for my BNB when I was training for tournaments, I looked outside and I realized the project right next to mine was on fire. And so that was something that happened, and I just went right back into training.
Poverty, anger.
Is this where you came up with your legendary fire Oki?
My fire Oki, yes.
Yes.
Which is it's instant overhead into stand on 2B, which it works on, I've never tried it on block, but on hit it does link.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Also, but like something I want to say, just like even if you don't play a character, like even if you don't play Iggy, even if you don't play Shadow, even if you don't play fucking Rubber, I don't know, man. Like still learn what your opponent's options are, because the last thing you'd want to happen to you is for you to just get clipped by something you never even saw coming, like the fake cross up with Shadow. You have no hope of defending against it without you knowing. You got to block it, block the 5S quote unquote normally, and then block the 2A. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the Iggy unblockable. You're gonna block, and you're gonna be like, wow, why couldn't I block it? So like if you get clipped by an option, always feel free to ask a good player or a guy who like knows his Oki what to do in that situation. Like, I don't think anyone will give you shit for just wanting to know how to not get clipped by the same shadow to you, Oki. Fuck you, Ted.
The call out.
How
Alright.
could you?
All right. Thanks for joining me on the couch, guys.
Yeah.
And
Oh
we'll
yeah.
see you all next week.
Red couldn't fit on the couch, so
Yeah, he's too fat.
too fat.
Well, that just happens.
If anyone needs a potato famine, it's him.
Oh no. Alright guys, special thanks to the guys who joined me today. Especially AcuteAngle, who came in on such short notice. He voluntarily hopped on the couch himself. After all, Red was meant to come today, but he couldn't make it, unfortunately. Last minute change of plans. I know this episode was a bit more boring than the other ones, and there was also a tournament going on at the same time that we weren't expecting, so I understand the view count being dropped. But if anyone stuck around to the end, either live or through the VOD, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all next week. Next week is probably going to be something, it'll be either zoning or talking about tournaments. And shout outs to KarnazZ. Yeah. Thanks, KarnazZ. So I'll see you all next week.
Game over.
Bye-bye.